Hello everybody and welcome to another Maya tutorial. Today I'm going to show you extruding on a path. This will be building off my previous tutorial where I covered the curve tool and how to revolve curves. I'm not going to go super in depth to the curve tool because my other video I explain it more. So if you're not that familiar with the curve tool, I would suggest going back and watching that video first. So anyway. Let's get started. So I just select my EP curve tool here, go to my top view actually, and I'm just going to make kind of what you would think an appliance cord or headphone cord or some sort of cord would be. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw my curve here. I'm using Bezier curves. Curvy. And I'm just clicking, if you have a particular look in mind, you can go for that. I don't, just kind of playing around with it until I get something I like. That'll work. Okay, so I'm going to hit W to get out of that. I'm going to go my perspective view. And okay, so here's our curve. There's something to keep in mind. There is a difference between the start and the end point. If you have your object down here and you're extruding on the curve at your end, it won't extrude, it'll go to the end and then stop. This is your beginning point, and you can tell it's your beginning point because the square is hollow and the handle has a little U shaped instead of being solid and filled in. So that's a way that you can remember which is your first point. So okay, so first off, most chords are round, so I'm going to do a cylinder, polygons. I'm going to draw me a little cylinder. So F to fit or focus, and then all I want is the end faces, because we're going to be extruding on it. I don't need any height to it whatsoever. So I'm going to go to faces, just click and drag, and delete. So I'm left with this little circle, and I'm going to center my pivot, which is modify center pivot. I also have a tool for it, which I would suggest doing. Then I'm going to bring it over here and focus again. And I need to rotate it. You need to orient it roughly to the direction your curve's going. My curve's going off in this direction, so I need to rotate it thusly. I'm just going to hold J to snap it. Have it set to some ridiculously high snap. Change it to 15. Much better. Something about like that. And okay, so we have our cylinder and we have our curve. This takes some experimentation, but this is the general idea. So you're going to select your cylinder top, and you're going to shift, select your curve. The order that you select those is important. And then you're going to go to polygons. And there are several ways you can do it. You can hit this little extrude button here. You can go to edit mesh, extrude. I'm just going to hit the extrude button. Okay, as you can see, it didn't do a very good job. It went from point A to point B as fast as possible. The good thing about this though, if we go to the channel box, our poly extrude face, we have all these controls that we can control. If you change your divisions, we middle click, value, aha! It is beginning to curve, which is what we want. 25 is not nearly enough. I'm going to do like 500. There we go. We have a nice, smooth curve that we can use for an appliance cord or what be it. 500 is a little dense. Maybe I'll do 350. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so as you can see, you need to keep in mind that it'll force an extrusion to the first point of the curve. So if I turn on X-ray mode here, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a curve inside. Whoa. This tool. Right there. And as you can see, it didn't start subdividing the shape until it got here. So if we want to fix that, we can go to vertice mode and then move this face closer, like so. And there's our lovely cord. You can manipulate the curve after the fact, and it will change the cylinder. So if we get in here and we select our curve, and I right click on it, go to control vertex, I can then pull this point up. That's a bad example. Your start position is kind of locked down because that's where your first point was. So if you have part of the cord that's say going into the appliance or whatever, I'd recommend that being the starting point because you don't have a whole lot of control using the curve. But what you can do is move the curve and then move your face manually. But this is the basic idea, so you can modify it. We can make it snake more or less. We can do height. So for instance, if you have a plug at the end of your cord, we could move it up so the plug is sitting on the ground because the plug will be out here. So something to keep in mind. You can change these curves. If I put a ground plane in, for instance, you can see it put it at in the middle, but we can pull this down so it's just sitting lightly on our plane. Turn X-ray off. And there is our cord. So all you need to do now is move it to your appliance or whatever, and then model a simple little plug. It's like a cube with some simple extrusions. And there you go. That's how you do appliance cords, or something similar. I hope this is helpful, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.